A warm greeting to you. Today is Wednesday, July 22, 2026. I'm meteorologist Ruben Garcia. At the time of recording this video, it is 4:15 p.m. local time in Louisiana, where approximately 2 hours ago the center of circulation of Tropical Storm Bertha made landfall just east and northeast of the city of New Orleans. Fortunately, however, Tropical Storm Bertha remains disorganized, with the rain and tropical storm force winds remaining for the most part over the waters of the Gulf. Although there is a possibility that some tropical storm force wind gusts and a few locally heavy downpours could be reported, which may cause some localized flooding. And as I mentioned over the past few days, wind shear has persisted from the north-northeast, keeping the system fairly weak, and in fact, it currently has maximum sustained winds of 45 miles per hour and is now forecast to continue its track toward the Texas coast. So in this short video I will discuss the updated intensity and track forecast and the impacts expected along the coasts of Louisiana and Texas. Let's look at the infrared satellite animation, where it is evident that the thunderstorm activity and heavy rainfall remain south of Louisiana, and at the moment there is little rainfall affecting the Louisiana coast and southeastern Louisiana. This is definitely good news because the impacts associated with Tropical Storm Bertha should be minimal, with the exception of a band of heavy rain that may develop tonight and could produce some localized flooding. In terms of track, the specialized models continue to indicate a west-southwest movement over the next 24 hours, and project that the center of circulation will move over the Galveston and Houston areas during the afternoon hours tomorrow, Thursday, but fortunately it will remain a fairly weak system. The consensus is that it will arrive as a tropical storm with maximum sustained winds between 40 and 45 miles per hour. This agrees with the official forecast from the National Hurricane Center. They project that around 1 p.m. the center of circulation will approach Houston and Galveston, where a tropical storm watch has been issued for counties near the coast. Also, notice the areas shown in blue, where a tropical storm warning remains in effect, as some wind gusts may exceed 40 miles per hour. Once again, to recap, the impacts along the coasts of Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama should be minimal because the most active part of the storm is south of the circulation. Let's briefly look at the global model projections. The American model forecasts that the system will remain a tropical storm over the next 24 hours, producing some wind gusts between 40 and 45 miles per hour affecting the Louisiana coast and coastal areas near Galveston. The model projects that once the center moves inland over Texas, it should dissipate rapidly. Also, notice that the heaviest rainfall should remain south of Louisiana, with perhaps some showers affecting areas between Houston and Corpus Christi, because even though the center of circulation will move farther north, the rainfall activity will remain for the most part south of the circulation. We see the same thing in the European model projection. It also keeps Tropical Storm Bertha at tropical storm intensity. Some wind gusts between 40 and 45 miles per hour will affect the Louisiana coast and areas near Galveston over the next 24 hours. Also notice that the European model keeps the most significant rainfall activity over the waters of the Gulf. For the Houston and Corpus Christi areas, it forecasts rainfall totals between ½ inch and 1½ inches. The German model also agrees with this projection, keeping the system as a weak tropical storm as it moves over parts of Texas during the afternoon hours on Thursday and dissipating rapidly Thursday night into Friday morning. Meanwhile, the majority of the American ensemble members keep the system as either a tropical depression or a weak tropical storm. Likewise, the majority of the European ensemble members keep it as a weak tropical storm. The same is true for the ensemble members of Google's artificial intelligence model. So, in summary, Tropical Storm Bertha is moving over Louisiana. However, the most significant impacts remain over the waters of the Gulf. Fortunately, it is forecast to remain weak until it eventually moves over Texas during the afternoon hours tomorrow, Thursday, and by Thursday night or early Friday morning it should dissipate over Texas. So everything seems to indicate that Tropical Storm Bertha will not cause major problems in the United States, with the exception of some localized flooding. This will probably be the last video I record related to this tropical cyclone, unless there is an unexpected change in the forecast. Before I go, if you enjoy this content, I'd like to invite you to give this video a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload new videos. I hope you all have an excellent evening. See you next time.